The United States experiences more tornadoes than any other country on Earth. On average, around 1,000 tornadoes form every year. Most pass without causing serious damage, but some storms leave marks on history that are never forgotten. This video is about 7 of those events, real storms, real destruction, and the facts behind what made each one unlike anything before it. Number 7. On April 27, 2011, one of the deadliest outbreaks in American history produced more than 300 tornadoes across the Deep South. Among them was the Hackleburg, Phil Campbell tornado, which carved a path of more than 130 miles across northern Alabama. What made this storm so significant was its length and its consistency. It maintained EF4 to EF5 intensity for a large portion of its track, something that is extremely rare, even among the most powerful tornadoes. The April 2011 outbreak as a whole killed 324 people, making it the deadliest tornado event in the United States since 1925.
That's it.
That is it.
I've never seen one like that.
Oh my God.
I've seen a little twister before, but I've never seen anything like that.
Okay.
I think we're fixing to go somewhere. I don't know where the hell we're going.
Look at that! Look at that! It's getting stuff.
Yeah.
It's getting stuff.
Open the door. It's fixing to hit right on top of us.
Number 6. Later that same day, another EF4 tornado struck the city of Tuscaloosa before tracking northeast toward Birmingham, Alabama's largest city. This was not a rural event. It moved through a heavily populated urban corridor, bringing the storm directly into densely built areas. Live television coverage captured the tornado in real time, bringing the reality of its destruction into living rooms across the country. It remains one of the most documented tornadoes in history, and it changed how people think about the risk of tornadoes in major cities.
Dude, this is going to hit us directly.
Someone recorded what would become one of the most clearly documented tornadoes ever captured on video. If you listen closely to the footage, you can hear a deep, continuous roar. It sounds like a jet engine. Number 5. The Reno tornado on May 31, 2013, holds a record that has never been broken. It was the widest tornado ever recorded on Earth. At its peak, it measured more than 2.6 miles across. To put that into perspective, that is wider than the length of Central Park in New York City.
Everybody duck, go, go, go. Just keep going if you can. Keep going if you can. Everybody duck down. Everybody duck down.
But what made El Reno truly significant was not just its size, it was how unpredictable the storm became. Even with advanced radar and experienced storm researchers, the tornado changed direction rapidly and expanded without warning. The deaths of the Samaras team led to important changes in how storm research is conducted and how risk is communicated in the field. Their vehicle was thrown nearly a third of a mile to the east. Tim, Paul, and Carl did not survive. Number 4. On May 3, 1999, a powerful tornado struck the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. It would become one of the most extreme storms ever measured. A Doppler on wheels instrument recorded wind speeds of more than 300 miles per hour within the lower levels of the storm. At the time, these were the highest winds ever recorded inside a tornado. That record stood for more than a decade. The Moore tornado changed how communities prepare for severe weather. It led to increased investment in storm-resistant construction, including the expansion of safe room programs and stronger building standards across Oklahoma. The city of Moore has rebuilt multiple times since then, and its experience has helped shape tornado preparedness across the entire region. Number 3. The Joplin tornado on May 22, 2011, is the deadliest single tornado in the United States since modern record-keeping began. It struck on a Sunday evening, as many residents were at home or moving through the city. The storm moved directly through a densely populated area of Joplin, Missouri, a city of around 50,000 people. But what made this event especially significant was how people responded to the warning. Many residents heard the sirens, but did not immediately take shelter. Some had experienced false alarms before. This led to national discussions about warning fatigue and how emergency messages are communicated. The lessons from Joplin continue to shape tornado warning systems across the country today.
Very reminiscent of what we saw last month in Tuscaloosa.
Mike, are you all right? You're seeing some just...
Number 2. On April 5th and 6th, 1936, two major tornadoes struck within hours of each other across the American South. The first hit Tupelo, Mississippi. The second struck Gainesville, Georgia, the following morning. Together, they became one of the deadliest tornado events in American history. The scale of the loss reflected not only the power of the storms, but also the reality of living in a time without modern warning systems. At the time, a young Elvis Presley was living in Tupelo. His family survived, but many others did not. The events of 1936 contributed to growing awareness of the need for better weather observation and warning systems in the decades that followed. Number 1. March 18, 1925. A tornado touched down in southeastern Missouri and began moving northeast. It would not lift from the ground for nearly 3.5 hours. By the time it ended, it had traveled more than 219 miles across 3 states: Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. No other tornado in recorded history has maintained a continuous path that long. The tri-state tornado moved so fast that many people had no warning at all. Witnesses described a roaring darkness that appeared and destroyed entire towns in seconds. More than 100 years later, it remains the deadliest tornado in United States history and one of the most destructive. Its impact helped drive major improvements in tornado forecasting and public warning systems. From weather monitoring to storm spotters to emergency sirens, many of the systems used today exist in part because storms like this could never be allowed to cause that level of loss again. These 7 tornadoes span nearly a century, from 1925 to 2013, from Missouri to Alabama to Oklahoma. They revealed the limits of human preparedness. Warning systems improved, but the risk never disappeared. If you live in a tornado-prone area, have a plan, because the next one will come.